Could Chelsea Green call in a familiar face to help her in WWE? We'll see what's being said there. We'll also check out the latest news with Edge, Rhea Ripley, and more. Let's start things off with this potential future route for Chelsea Green. Chelsea just made her return to WWE a few months back, and she's been on quite the roll ever since. Chelsea Green returned with a new character that's always upset with management. It feels like Adam Pearce is always out to get her. And it's been a great character for Chelsea, and fans have been genuinely entertained by her new character and persona. But ever since Chelsea Green returned to WWE, there's always been rumors lurking in the background for the WWE return for her significant other, Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder in WWE. WWE fans may remember a lot of things from Matt's run as Zack Ryder in WWE. Matt really was one of the very first few stars to use the power of the internet to build some momentum for himself in WWE. He had a hit show on WWE's YouTube channel for several years, and some of that momentum eventually carried over to television, where he was even involved in some big stories with superstars like John Cena and Kane. Then, ever since leaving WWE, Matt Cardona has really made a big name for himself in the independent wrestling scene. And over the last few months, Matt's name has been all over the rumors as a potential WWE return that could be happening soon. Some fans expected to see him at Royal Rumble, but that didn't happen. Then there was some buzz around him for WrestleMania week, but the return still didn't happen. Well, Matt Cardona recently spoke with Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw, and he revealed his thoughts on Chelsea's recent work in WWE, and if he would like to join her in WWE again one day. He had this to say, quote, "She's doing a great job. When she's got the opportunity to go back to WWE, selfishly it screws up my whole shtick on the indies. But I said, you gotta go back. I'm so proud of her. She's got a big women's tag team title match coming up. Hopefully she does well. She's having a great time, and I'm super proud of her. And hey, you never know, maybe one day we'll be back together on that main roster. But for now, we're doing our separate things, but I couldn't be more proud of her. She's doing great." End quote. It obviously wouldn't be Matt and Chelsea's first time working with each other on screen. The real-life couples worked with each other from Impact Wrestling to even other smaller promotions as well. They have got their real-life relationship. They have that good on-screen chemistry and experience with each other, so it definitely would be pretty interesting to see this pairing on WWE television. Maybe Chelsea's frustration with Adam Pearce and management gets so out of hand that she goes to get help from Matt to straighten things out. Maybe something along those lines would be a nice little way to get Matt to return to WWE, and then the sky's the limit for him and Chelsea Green from there on out. Edge's WWE status and just career status in general has been a popular topic of discussion in recent months because it's still not that clear. Edge originally made headlines last summer when he told the Raw crowd in Toronto that his plan was to retire in front of them in summer of 2023. Well, summer 2023 is now approaching at an extremely fast rate, and everyone wants to know if we're truly in the final few months and final stretch of Edge's in-ring career. A reporter even asked Edge at the Elimination Chamber press conference if he has plans to still retire this summer, but Edge danced around the question and didn't really answer it directly. Well, it now looks like we're getting a better idea of where Edge's mind is at right now when it comes to retirement, thanks to his recent appearance on Logan Paul's Impaulsive podcast. Edge had this to say when asked about how much longer he would be competing for in the ring. Quote, "I have 2 little girls that I have to spend the rest of my life taking care of. I have a wish list of things that are still to do, but it's not long, and neither is the time. At most, I might have another year in me to be able to do it at this level and still be able to do it at an elite level where I can still hang, where I have to get in with Austin Theory, who is 25 and wasn't born when I had my first match in WWE." End quote. So Edge had a slightly different answer there in that interview for when it came to his future in the ring. He was previously saying that he was done after this summer, but now he's saying that maybe he has one more elite year left in him. It's being reported that Edge signed a 3-year deal back in 2020 when he first came back to WWE, meaning that the end of his WWE deal is set to take place later this year. So if Edge wants to keep competing for at least another year, it's sounding like he'll at least have to renew his WWE deal on a short-term basis. Some fans are even wondering if there's a possibility that Edge may go over to AEW as well. It's being reported by WrestleVotes that WWE allegedly doesn't believe that Edge would ever go to AEW. But the fans think that it's still a possibility. Edge can maybe get some fresh matchups over there and even have one last reunion with Christian as well. So some fans definitely see it as a possibility for Edge's future. Some fans are reaching even further into Edge's comments on Impaulsive as well. Edge said that he has one more elite year left in him. Some fans are wondering if that comment itself was a nod to AEW, All Elite Wrestling, but that may be too much of a reach. But no matter what brand or promotion it may be with, it has fans a bit more happy now to hear that Edge may be keeping things going into the ring for at least another year. Rhea Ripley has turned herself into one of WWE's biggest stars on the current roster. And you can say that being a part of the Judgment Day definitely helped Rhea Ripley get all of this momentum behind her. But during a recent interview with Jerry Royf, Rhea Ripley revealed that joining the Bloodline would have been her main option if the Judgment Day wasn't around. She had this to say, quote, "You know, Rhea Ripley only wants the best, and that's why I'm a part of the Judgment Day. If it weren't a thing, we weren't a faction, we weren't all together, I would probably be trying to get into the Bloodline. You know, maybe. Maybe it would have worked. Maybe it would have not. I don't know." End quote. So an interesting little thing that Rhea threw out there. She says that if the Judgment Day never existed, she would have found a way to join Roman Reigns. And even though the Bloodline has been exclusive for family members thus far, Rhea Ripley would have been a very interesting addition to the group. Her character, persona, and ring presence definitely share similarities to the Bloodline and its members. But either way, with this faction or not, Rhea Ripley is still on a historic pace for her young career, and it's going to be extremely exciting to see what else she gets done. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.